the way you wear your hair.
For this project, I interviewed my grandma, who was alive during the 1930s. The Great Depression greatly affected the economy and affordability. Most people couldn't afford more than one pair of shoes, and you were considered rich if you owned a car. Hamburgers and sodas were only 5 cents. Even the schools didn't have very much money, unable to afford special programs or safety equipment. There were no cheerleaders, and most of the football team didn't have helmets. If they did, they were basically big caps of leather. Although many people couldn't afford most things, they almost always wore formal attire. Dance, music, and the arts were a common escape from the Depression. And the types of music that were the most popular were swing and jazz. Many of the jazz bands were big bands composed of 5 saxophones and a rhythm section. Famous musicians of this era include Louis Armstrong, George Gershwin, Paul Whiteman, Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday, and Irving Berlin. Some of the famous big bands were Count Basie's Orchestra and Benny Goodman. People listened to recorded music on radio and LPs on the gramophone. TV hadn't been invented yet, nor iPods, etc. Many people found dance as an outlet away from the Great Depression. Popular dances were danced by couples and included the Lindy Hop and the Carolina Shag.
We may never, 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 never meet again on the
Hollywood in the 1930s, golden age of American movies. This glorious age of American films started after the creation of the Hays Code after its creator, Will H. Hays. Hays was the head of the Motion Pictures Producers and Distributors Association. During his career, he began compiling topics which Hollywood should avoid in filmmaking.
They can't take that away from me. No.
The code was implemented into Hollywood movie making in 1930, but wasn't truly recognized until 1934 with the establishment of the Production Code Administration, which made it more enforced. After 1934, all movies would have to receive a Production Code Administration Code of Approval to make the movie in theaters. Even movies today still use Hays Code. Movies from the 1930s included, and are not limited to, Gone with the Wind, made in 1938, King Kong, made in 1933, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, made in 1931, and Frankenstein, 1931.